Would it be better if the children of the higher ups are in these schools, that these children are being kidnapped, and maybe the Safe School Initiative would be implemented? Because 2014 to now, if their children are in those schools, do you think it will not have been implemented? What do we do about, private schools? You said the numbers is even higher than government schools. Is it propagation of private schools that nobody really cares now about, government schools, especially in the local government areas? I keep asking, how can you move 300 and something people at a point, at a time, without attracting any attention from the community itself?
You've asked me so many questions in this one statement, yes. But let me give you a message to give your friends. Those who manage our affairs don't even have their kids schooling in Nigeria. They are abroad. And I think that's one of the greatest dilemmas that we face as a people. Mm-hmm. Those who are deciding our future are not affected by the decisions that they take. Perhaps, and I know it's been mooted, even in the 10th Assembly, that perhaps we should make it a criteria for elective positions for anyone who wants to run. Let at least his kids school in Nigeria. Let him go to hospitals in Nigeria. Public hospitals.
Public schools, yeah. Not just schools in Nigeria, public schools.
So I think this is one of the dilemmas that we are confronted with. Yes. Perhaps if their kids were schooling in public schools, they would take this matter more seriously. As you know, I founded and run Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited. In the 11 years since Chibok abduction happened, we documented 14 incidents of mass abduction. Out of those 14, over 2,000 students have been taken. The good news is that a significant number of them, almost about 80%, were recovered. Only about just 20% are still out there in the hands of the bandits. And I think the highest number is actually the Chibok incident. Almost all the others are commercially driven once the ransom is paid, and then they would release them. So that kind of gives a little bit of hope. But then the trauma that these students are subjected to. In the case of the one that happened in Burning Kebbi, not the recent one, the one that happened a couple of years ago, then came back pregnant. Mm-hmm. These were girls around the age of 14, 15, 16, mm-hmm. came back, traumatized, pregnant. Mm-hmm. So that's the reality of our situation. And I think the message is to our political office holders to take this matter seriously. Our future as a country is being jettisoned. Any country that cannot invest in educating its children is not likely to have a good future. And that's where we are. I started this, my intervention by reminding us that we are currently occupying #1 position in terms of out-of-school children. This situation is not going to help our future. We need to address it as quickly as possible, and the instrument for addressing it is already at our disposal. I think it's high time we ensure that every member of the society who is responsible for implementing this Safe School Initiative actually does what he's supposed to do. And those ones that are culpable in terms of they've collected money but they've not done what they're supposed to do, let's do the needy. Let's try them and jail the ones that needs to be jailed, so that it becomes deterrence for others who may want to.
You're saying heads should